In this video, I'm going to write an entire sax soli as fast as I can. Hi, my name is Elliot Deutsch, and I'm a composer and arranger from Los Angeles. You know that. You've been watching my videos. I've written for a lot of really great people, and I'm humbled to be able to do this professionally. So today, I'm going to write an entire sax soli as kind of a demonstration, but I also am going to do it as quickly as I can. Speedrun! Sax soli speedrun, as if it's a video game. But it's not just for silliness, although it is a silly thing to do. If you want to skip to it, by the way, there are chapter markings. So just skip ahead, see how fast I can write the sax soli. No, it's really important. So if you've ever run into writer's block or had trouble finishing a project, I've found that iteration is so much easier than actual arranging, right? So once I've written something, going back and writing something different, not that hard. So I've taken to sometimes writing as quickly as I can, knowing that I'm going to go back and change a lot of it later. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to write an 8-bar saxophone soli on a new arrangement of On the Sunny Side of the Street. And I'm going to set a few rules for myself. First, it's going to be 8 bars long. I've already written the part that precedes it, so we'll listen to the very end of that, the MIDI stinking out of Sibelius, and then I'll start writing out of that. And I'm not done until I've fully orchestrated the saxophone section, meaning when I want harmony, there's going to be harmony. It's going to be either closed voicing or some kind of, real life voicing, whether it's drop 2 or drop 2, drop 4 or whatever ends up being appropriate. A lot of the time it's all closed voicing. Yeah, I'm not done until it's totally done. I'm going to set a timer and we'll see how quickly I can get through this. You'll see exactly what I do when I'm writing something like a soli. I'm going to be listening to a bass line that I've already written in and humming things and transcribing what I hummed and then polishing it a little bit. And I'm going to do all this as quickly as I can. So without further ado. All right, and we're off. Okay, so we're in Sibelius over here, and I'm going to start off by playing you the last 8 bars going into the sax soli. So here we go. So we're going to write a saxophone soli right here. I'm going to grab those 5, the piano and the bass. We're going to focus on staves, put it in panorama, and then zoom in quite a bit to make it so you guys at home can see what we're doing. All right, we are off to the races. So I'm going to listen again to the little send-off. Ba-da-ba-dee-be-da, ba-ba-da. Ba-da-da-ba. We're gonna do this, but an octave down. Oh, go away, spotlight. Oh, that's too high. All right, good. How does that feel? Try that. All right, so we have. That should be a triplet, would be better. That feels better. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably better. All right, let's see how it's going from the top. I don't like that. No. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Make it shorter, and then we're gonna go. Nope. There we go. Ha 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 ha. It's already B natural. That should be good. Let's start from back here. That feels pretty good. All right, we're getting pretty high in the alto sax, but that's good. That'll let us do some drop twos. All right, we're gonna now. What I usually do now, once I'm happy with my melody, which I am, we'll give this a B, solid B. Sometimes when I harmonize it, I like it better. So we're gonna start by doing bog standard closed voicing and seeing if we're happy with it. So I start by doing all the chord tones. So here we'll go C, A, G, because it's C6-9. With an E on the bottom, then we have an E, we'll do a C, A, G, then G, E, D, A, and then A. It's gonna be the same voices below, but we have a solution for that we'll deal with later. Then we have an E up top, so it'll be a C, A, G, and then E. That's good. Then we've got a D, B. We're on our E9 now, so we have G sharp, F sharp to deal with. Good. This G natural is not in E9, right? And so we're gonna do the F sharp, G natural, going up to this G sharp, which is a note in E9. So we'll just do this chromatically. So E, then D. Then B natural, and we have a B natural to a G sharp, F sharp, I guess it already is, to a D. Then we'll do these as chromatic walking up to it. So D, D sharp, C, C sharp, A sharp, or A sharp, B, Then we should be able to just copy the inner voices on the triplet because we have the same thing twice. And then we've got F major 9, so we have a C on top. We'll do an A, G, E natural, and we have an A on top, so we'll have to do an F because we're skipping that G, so the F comes back in. All right, got a C. Then this is the same voice right here. Yeah, it's better as an E flat, maybe? Let's do that. That feels nicer. So we're gonna do that as a little chromatic motion guy. This is a C6-9 over G, so we've got our 9 up top, so we have our 6th, 5th, and then our 3rd. Get down there. We're gonna do all these guys as little chromatic dealies. This is our F going down to our E, so that's already good. I think I wanted to actually do a little walk up on this guy, so let's add that. So that it'll, you know, the phrase goes like this. Little smooth it out action. So we're just gonna flark this guy down to the bottom, and then we will write in. I guess we've got to fill out the E7 flat 9 first. Our flat 9, although it looks like it's only a second away, that is a minor 3rd. So we can go ahead and have it there. Our B natural, then we have to add in all these chromatic dealies and dualies. So D sharp, E, F, good. C, C sharp, D. Wow, that's A sharp, B. And let's reset note spacing. Boop, there we go. You can see all of our notes now because they have been reset. All right, then we've got these. This is A minor with an A on top. A minor 9. Let's make it an A minor 11. Boop, done, easy. All right, so we're gonna go E, D, C. That looks good. All right, let's hear this whole phrase. And I know we still have to deal with this guy right here. So. Good. I kind of like that. I give that a good one. Let's fix this. So one thing I'll do, so we did both of these as chord tones. I don't know why I'm zooming in. It's already zoomed in enough. Yeah, so we can redo one of them as a passing tone. So let's redo this A as a diminished chord. So we have A going down minor thirds. We have F sharp, then E flat. I guess it's fine like that. Then C. So now we don't have any of that. What do you call it? Repeated notes. Yeah, this feels fine. Now we can also do diatonic, so we're moving up one note diatonically in the key of C. So why don't we just do that? This is probably going to sound even better. Let's see. I'm fine with that. I like that better. Go up to that E. That's a phrase. That's what it was missing. We got it. Okay, so let's do this last one. We are going to close voicing this mother as well. Reset note spacing. All right, so D9, we have all these C's in a row, so let's just make it a D9. F sharp, and then an E natural. I think we got an E natural up there, so we'll go C, A, F sharp. This is a passing tone. It's also moving chromatically, so we are going to make that all chromatic. We have a D minor 9 written as our chord. Yeah, minor 9's good. So when we have the 5th on top, we can't really put the 11th in there because it's too close to the melody note. So in this case, 9th is at least a better voicing for the first beat. So let's just roll with it. C, there we go. And then we'll go back one note and get this passing chord. So G flat, F natural, D flat. This should sound good now. Let's listen. Yep. And we're on D minor with an F on top. So we have to skip the 9th. So we'll go D, C, A. And then we've got this B. But this is really the beginning of the G9 chord, so that's fine. We're going to skip the ninth and just put the root back in, F natural, D natural. These are little chromatic doodads going up to the fourth beat. So let's just keep going with that. We have B, A, F natural. We have to fill these guys in. So A sharp, G sharp to G, E natural, D sharp. That's looking pretty good. Let's hear this measure. Ba-be-doo-da. All right, well, we can do this back. Well, it's our first beat. So E, it's E minor 7, which we are going to upgrade to an E minor 11. So we have E, B, A, G. I know these look like repeated notes, but there's a rest in between them. I know it's invisible rest, but it's there. So staccato note, they can breathe, play the next note. There's no problem with that repeated tone. Okay, go G, E, D, then B, and then we have this E. Now we're really on this A9 sharp 5, which obviously is not a sharp 5. It has an E on it, so we'll just make it an A9, because why mess with success? Now, this is a tricky one. So this E flat, so I mean, first, these 16th notes are just chromatic falling down to that B. Like, that's the real note, is the B. This E flat is really chromatically above our goal note at the end of the measure. It's kind of an enclosure. We have an E flat, then I guess the B isn't really an enclosure, but it's a chord tone. This E flat, I think, is just a half step above this D, is what we're really thinking of it in terms of. Is the real motion that I'm looking at. So let's do this C9 first. So we have an A, a G, and an E. And we're going to go backwards. So we're going to go up a half step, but for this note way over here, if you're not following me, I apologize. We are in, crazy ninja mode now. But, hopefully you're enjoying watching this while I do it. This B is definitely G7 flat 9, so we'll just fill that in. You have A flat, F natural, B natural. All right, and this should sound good. That's fine. Good, we need these chromatic notes, chromaticking into their goal tones. We're going down to A flat, so we need an A and a B flat. That's fine. Good. All right, let's see how this whole measure sounds. All right, I like that. Now let's talk voicings. So right now we really have a four note voicing. Everything's done in closed voicing. But when we get up pretty high, we might want more of a spread voice. So certainly at this last phrase, yeah, maybe at least this last bar should probably be in at least drop 2. So let's try drop 2. So haven't deleted anything yet. That's just the alto 1 down an octave. Let's grab this guy, who was our second alto, put it down an octave there. Get rid of that. Grab these two, move them up. Grab this, put the lower octave in tenor 2, and see how this last little bit feels. That feels pretty good. Let's see. I'm also thinking we've got... It would be kind of nice to have some, low notes. So maybe just on this one phrase, we'll do a drop 2, but only in the top 4 voices. So we have our A as our second voice, so we're going to end up putting that in tenor 2. So let's grab these, bring them down to an A. So this is a drop 2 right here with a root down below. It should sound great. So let's see. Maybe we continue doing just a regular drop 2, at least through the rest of the phrase. So let's do it, because this is quite a leap here. I know saxophones can kind of do that crap, but that stuff. But why mess with it? So let's grab our old second part, put it down here, then grab these 2 parts, move them up, grab this top part, and put it down an octave in tenor 2. Let's see how that feels. It feels pretty good. Let's listen to it coming out of the song. Here we go. Yep, I like that. All right, here we go. Stopping the clock. Stop the clock. 19 and a half minutes. All right, so that's it. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I don't know if I said it earlier. Hit subscribe. I can't believe that in the time I've really, my life has really gotten busy since things have opened up. I know it's been years and years, but I've been busy. I've been teaching at multiple colleges. I've been teaching a lot of private lessons, and I haven't had time to make videos like I used to. But fortunately, they've become a really important resource for a lot of people, and this channel continues to grow despite not releasing as often as I'd like to. Well, hopefully this time was the beginning of more regular uploads. But regardless of that, I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. And I will see you next time, hopefully very soon. Hit subscribe. All right. Bye.